Why do people say entrepreneurship isn't for everyone? I meet people every week who want to be successful entrepreneurs. I write a newsletter, blog, and run a community of people wanting to start lifestyle businesses. In 10 years of supporting and growing business, my view has changed from entrepreneurship is for everyone to entrepreneur is not for everyone. Being an entrepreneur isn't for everyone. Society has been pushing for people to join the entrepreneurial bandwagon. We're not born entrepreneurs, we become them. There are now more startup incubators, business services, and hot desk workspaces than ever before. I used to believe that anyone could become an entrepreneur, but over 10 years of running and guiding businesses so far, I have changed my view. Being an entrepreneur isn't for everyone, and here are my 3 top reasons. 1. Entrepreneurship requires mental fortitude, the ability to take calculated risks, handle losses, and work endless hours on passion projects without knowing how they'll turn out. The amount of energy you put in will produce the results you experience. Every action you take counts for something in your and your family's life, no longer for another boss or company. 2. Entrepreneurship requires you to have a 30,000 feet view. You must be able to see the big picture clearly enough yet take care of everyday tasks at the same time. You make the decisions that best serve your customers, not just you. 3. Entrepreneurship is a luxury risk that many can't take on. It requires an abundance mindset. If you are afraid of losing savings, or not being able to put food on the table, and worried about sales not coming fast enough when you've just recently launched, this isn't for you. Being an entrepreneur requires time, patience, and pig-headed determination. Anyone with the scarcity mindset won't have enough mettle to stay the course and build a transformational business. These are 3 critical things that limit people on the journey to being an entrepreneur. I'd love to know what you think. If you have questions or want me to write about it further, don't hesitate to ask. Why would anyone say it is for everyone? Loads of people are perfectly comfortable with the status quo. This is rational, smart, and reasonable. We have spent centuries building up this society so that everyone can work an honest day's work and earn an honest day's wage. Why throw away all that stability provided by an intricate economic system that provides a regular income? Why step out on your own with no one to tell you what to do or how to earn that money? Why add more bosses to your already complicated life? Stability. Not everyone can deal with the lack of stability of entrepreneurship. Each day brings a completely new and different challenge. There is no job description. There is no paycheck. There is no performance review period. No automatic quarterly bonus. Entrepreneurs are evaluated each and every day. Want to take a day off? I hope you earned enough on another day, or saved enough before you started, to take that time. There is a flip side to this. It's what your employees expect you to provide. If you worry enough about cash flow, finance, selling, engineering, or anything else, you can provide this protective bubble to your employees. Know what you get for your trouble, more of the same. Now if you take that day off, you need to make sure your company has produced enough income to support all of them while you're at the beach. Freedom. You're your own boss, congratulations. Now you'll have to come up with a plan for what to do. Your boss used to do that. Your reward, you either get to do it yourself or you have to convince someone else to come with you on your insane adventure and do the work for you, giving up at least part of their stability and freedom. Bosses. You quit your job, started a company, and you have no boss, but now you have customers, users, investors, partners, board members, etc. As if by alchemy, you've turned your single boss into a fleet of demanding people. Know who I forgot to mention? Employees. They have every reason to expect you'll take care of them. See other points. Despite the demands, entrepreneurship can be immensely rewarding. My own startup failed, costing me money and time. But I feel that I learned so much in the experience that I came out ahead. Your mileage may vary. Yes, they say it right. Why? Because, to be an entrepreneur you need to be thin-skinned. You will get plenty of rejections, you will make plenty of mistakes, you will fail so many times to lose count, but you must keep going. Highly resilient, Following from the above, when failure in one shape or another happens, you just have to move on. You can't take days to sob over it. You've got to pick yourself up and get a move. Willing, as an entrepreneur, one day you're all dressed up in your tailor-made suit and tie meeting the big CEO of a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and the next day you might be in your overalls wiping crap from your office or factory's bathroom to save on plumbing bills. Okay, that might be a bit of a stretch, but you get the idea. Curious, you've got to be immensely curious about everything. You need to have that drive to learn about anything that is shaping the world as we know it. Multidisciplinary. I hate sales with all I have, but yet, I've got to do it. Other people I know love sales but hate development, yet they've got to do it. Especially at the beginning, when you're building a team, you've got to be a bit of a jack of all trades. There are many more traits to add to the list, but the above 5 should be sufficient to justify my answer. I know plenty of people who are excellent corporate employees but would make lousy entrepreneurs, and vice versa. You shouldn't judge either. Because people have different attitude and have different expectations from it. 4 years back when I left my job to start my own venture, people were very encouraging and thought it was cool. Since then I have met 5 people who came to me to take advice as they wanted to leave their jobs and start something of their own. With each one of them I spoke for about 30 minutes to 2 hours, and none of them quit their jobs after that. I shared with them ground realities. They thought it's not worth it, but I am still enjoying it. Most of the people want to be entrepreneur because they think it is cool, they can get good money easily and fame. What they don't consider is even Apple took several decades to be a cool company that it is today. There is no easy money, no shortcuts, no guarantees, and no surety that you will have money in your bank on first of every month. It requires passion to be an entrepreneur, and sacrifices are inevitable. No one can say how much time will it take to be successful. Everyone has their own definition of being successful, and hence you need to have a backup plan to sustain till you become successful.